This is how the Archbishop Benson Idahosa cancelled Universal Witches and Wizards Conference in Nigeria. All the witches in the world met at Chicago to hold their first conference in Africa, specifically Benin City in Nigeria, a city where the Archbishop lived. Their chief host granted an interview in Nigeria and said, "First Universal Conference of Witches and Wizards is going to hold in Benin City." And the Archbishop Idahosa asked, "Where? My city?" And they said yes. And he said, "It is not true." They asked, "What do you mean?" And he said, "They can't come." And they asked, "What are you going to do?" And he said, "I'm going to kill all of them." They called the chief host and told him, "Dr. Idahosa said you can't hold a meeting in Nigeria." And he said, "Not even God can stop us." And the Archbishop Benson Idahosa said, "He is correct. God should not waste his time, because I am here. I can handle this." And the Archbishop went and prayed and said, "Lord, do your business. Don't waste your time. I can handle this." The Archbishop came back and asked them, "How many are the witches?" And they said, 9,800. And he said, "Good. I like this challenge." The media men went to his house and said, "Dr. Idahosa, you are taking a risk. Be careful." And he replied them and said, "People who take care don't take charge, and those who take charge don't take care. My Bible says, be careful for nothing." And they said, "Can you say that in the camera?" He said yes. They brought the wizard chief host and Dr. Idahosa in studio in front of camera for an interview. And they asked the two of them, "Are you ready? We are going to grant you 1 hour interview to tell us how strong your God is and how your witches is." He said yes, and the Archbishop Benson Idahosa also said yes. "But after this program, let me pray, because I'm going to kill this man." They asked the chief host, "Are you sure you are bringing 9,800 witches and wizards?" He said yes. And they asked the Archbishop, "Dr. Idahosa, are you sure you are going to stop the meeting?" He said, "I am not going to stop it. I have already stopped it." They asked the chief host to tell the world how strong are witches. He spent about 27 minutes, quoted from the Old Testament, from Egyptians book, from Israelite book, from British book, from medical books, and so on. So they asked Dr. Idahosa, "Did you hear him?" He said yes. "What do you have to say?" They asked. He said nothing. The meeting is cancelled. They asked him how, and he said, "No divination or incantation shall stand before the righteous." And he started quoting from the book of Leviticus. And at the end he said, "What time left?" And they said 5. And he said, "It is time for me to kill this man." He asked the chief host of the witches, "Sir, just answer one word, then I kill you." Then everyone began to panic. He said, "Say yes or no. Are you a witch?" He said no. He said, "Then get out." "If you answered yes, I kill you. If you are not a witch, then what are you doing here?" So he sacked him. And the next morning, the chief host went to the office of the Archbishop and collected a Bible. The conference was abruptly cancelled, and the witches were forced to disperse. The event marked a significant victory for the Archbishop Benson Idahosa and God of